Sir, is there any mantra in Vedas to get rid of house problems? Want to buy house? Facing serious problems with neighbors. Owners are cheating watchman behaviors from the last 15 years. We'd like to have a small home with water and plantation facility. Fed up of changing home every 4 months, even sometimes for 1 month due to money issues. We don't even get our money back. Neither home is ours, no peace of mind. Please tell me what Vedas says for this kind of problems. See, Vedas do not address specific individual problems, okay? Of course, Paramatma says in Vedas that I have given you a sharp intellect. I mean the capability. Sharp intellect means we all have capability to develop our intellect and make it very sharp. Buddhi jnanena shuddhyati. The buddhi, the intellect will become shuddha. Shuddha means intellect will be able to decide, take decisions properly because of shuddhata by jnanena, jnana ke dwara. Jnana means here Vedas. So Paramatma has given us intellect. We must use it properly. We must use all the sadhana and upasadhana in our life properly to get rid of all our problems. The problem is we are not able to understand the purpose of our human life and also what facilities God has given. Also, normally we don't think. Like I made a video some time back. We understand the importance of our breathing system, of lungs when we get infected. When we starve for oxygen, I saw it in Pratyaksh. The importance of oxygen I saw when my close relative was hospitalized, starving for or need oxygen to sustain. That time, the importance of Bhu iti vai pranaha. I remembered this mantra, Bhu Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, Bhu iti vai pranaha, Pranadata. Oxygen is available now, I am breathing, you are breathing, everybody is breathing. We never appreciate Paramatma for giving us everything. So Paramatma has given you the intellect, you must use it properly. I do not know your situation exactly. If you are changing house for every 4 months for the past 15 years, it is not right. You should have, Uttishta Jagrata Prapayata says Upanishad. Uttishta means Uto Jago. Uto. Don't sleep. Don't be lazy. I'm not telling that you are lazy. I do not know your situation. Maybe you have money issues as you have mentioned. I do not know really. But 15 years you are changing house continuously every 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, every month. And also you have issues with the neighbors, watchman is not behaving with you properly. It's a very serious condition. Take immediate and bold action and try to buy a home if you have money. If you do not have money also, then you must properly analyze what is the reason, number one, for neighbors creating problem to you. Number one, what is the reason? And number two, what is the reason that owners are cheating? See, because I also now I have a own house, but I have always lived in rented house. And family like me, we do Homa every day, twice or thrice, or sometimes in my house normally Homa happens 78 times every day. Based on, because I go for work and I do early morning Homa, like whenever you see my video in the morning Agnihotra, I always do it alone because I do it very early. And similarly in the evening my office timing is different, so I do at some point of time, my family members do at some other point of time. So when when you do so much of Homa at home, naturally the house owners take objections. So then I decided at one point of time, I have to get into a new house. I want to get into my own house where nobody can object me saying that Divar kala ho raha hai, it is getting black, we are getting smoke from your house, it's not allowed, etc. etc. So I decided, money was, I didn't have that much capability to buy a house, but you can never have that capability. For a middle class person, your earning is 1 lakh a month, EMI is 40,000 a month. It's not possible to pay EMI, but still I took the decision at that point of time, I have to buy a house because I have to secure doing Homa with peace of mind. So I do not know your condition today, but please go for buying a house. And secondly, if you buy a new house or own house for yourself, not new, even it could be second hand, but if you buy your own house and you have the history of having problems with the neighbors, then I feel the problem is with you. Everywhere you go, there is a problem with the neighbor, there is a problem with the house owner, there is a fight with the watchman, etc., etc. Then the problem might be with your house also. Please note down in a piece of diary, write down why there is a problem with my neighbor. So why I am losing peace of mind? Whether is it due to some jagada, some fight in my house that neighbors are not happy with us, or whether it is something else, I do not know really. So when I used to live in the rented house, even when we do have Homa, the neighbors never object. The house owner object, because he is fond of his house, right? He is fond of the walls. Any house owner is very much attached to his house. So naturally he does not want his house to get spoiled. They have a misconception. Every one of us has a misconception that house will get spoiled when we do Homa. So, but neighbors never had any problem. Yeah, sometimes the neighbors comes and say, see, your lot of smoke is coming. I in my previous apartment, when I used to stay, sometimes neighbors say, I said, see, you must mind your business and allow others to mind their business. If the smoke from my Homa Kunda is coming inside your house and disturbing you, like you're getting tears from your eyes, etc., I understand. But you are getting a smell of Homa which is so sweet. You must be thankful to others. Like, somebody is doing Homa. Seriously, when somebody does Homa, please stay in a next house. You will feel a divine smell. So that guy was, advising, see, there are Muslims here, Christians here. Of course, I am a Hindu. I do not have a problem. I am the president of the association. People are telling me. I said, okay, they have their own practice of worship. I have my practice of worship. So please don't bother. If it's disturbing you, the smoke is coming to and creating tears in you. It's a problem. So you must try to find solution. Samada, and you must try to be polite in the first instance, in second, in third, in fourth, and then beyond a certain time you must try to become strict when the neighbor is creating problem, so that the neighbor will understand that you are not a fool. Try to be polite, but if your politeness is over considered or taken for granted, then be very firm and professional. Okay, I really do not know your money issues, what money issue you have, etc., but my suggestion is go for your own house. New or second hand is your decision based on your finance. And also, when watchman is troubling you, watchman is a person who is paid by the apartment association, right? When watchman is troubling you, do not get afraid. Go and complain to the correct authority, the president or secretary or whoever it is, or your house owner, I do not know. Watchman is troubling you, please take action. You should not fear anybody. We are living in our beautiful country where we have freedom. In other countries there are restrictions. When watchman is troubling you, if you complain, then you might get into trouble. But in our country you can be fearless. I do not know where do you live also. So be fearless, do not fear, and speak to watchman. If watchman is troubling you or misbehaving with you, call him and speak to him. What is your problem? Why you are misbehaving? So speak to him. Then if it's not working out, speak to the concerned authorities and then make him straight. Okay. So these are some of the suggestions. And what Vedas say? Vedas always say that you will get problems in your life, either due to your own previous karma or due to other people. And when problem comes in your life, the only Sahara, the only Raksha Kavach for us is Paramatma. Paramatma is the one who will protect us through Acharya. If Acharya is there, always Acharya will protect you. But if Acharya is not there for you in your case, you have to rely only on Paramatma. So first, initially, before searching an Acharya, you can start with Gayatri Mantra Jap, Gayatri Mantra Homa, Om Jap. Om means Om. The meaning of Om itself is Sarva Rakshaka Parameshwar. Parameshwar name is Om because God's inherent quality is doing protection. Every action of Paramatma in this world is protection only. So he is protecting us by giving us air, water, sun, etc., etc. He always protects us 24/7. So the greatest protection is Paramatma. So you must start Gayatri Mantra Homa immediately if possible. I do not know your house situation. If you cannot start Homa due to financial restrictions or other situations, you must start chanting Gayatri Mantra in mind first, in your mind, and then chant Gayatri Mantra, understand the meaning, and try to understand who is Paramatma, how he is protecting us. Try to do Ishwar Pranidhan, try to submit your will to Paramatma. Don't manage things, use your brain, but don't think that you are controlling everything. Give the control to Paramatma, he will take care. How do you give control to Paramatma? You must do your karma. The karma has to be done by you, and that karma has to be Vedic karma, and give the results in the hands of Paramatma. He will take care of it. So this is Ishwar Pranidhan. And slowly you can see in your life the problems will vanish. It will reduce to a great extent. These are all my own experience. I have had so many problems, and problems have come down to a major extent. Still the problems exist. Why? Because I know some karmas I am doing which is to be done in a better way. So if I do it in a better way, then I can handle those problems also. So you must analyze yourself. God has given you brain, God has given you knowledge. If you do not have knowledge, go through my channel. At least you can understand basics from my channel. You have told in that thanks for all your videos, excellent. So that means you have gone through some of my videos. Take notes, do Manan Chintan. Patanjali Muni says a very, very important statement. Heyam dukkham anagatam. Ane heyam dukkham. He means tyagne yogya. The dukkha, the sorrow, the misery, the pain, the disease, which are going to come in future, because anyway they will come. So Patanjali Muni says, heyam dukkham anagatam. What has not come, you can do tyag. You can overcome what has not come. What has already come and what has gone, you cannot overcome. What has gone is gone. That memory will be there. Somebody has misbehaved with you, somebody has cheated you, this memory will be there. You can overcome that memory and forget it. Anyway, that there is no use in that memory, right? So gone is gone. What is currently happening, you are staying in a rented house, people are taking you for granted, you cannot overcome. But heyam dukkham, tomorrow's sorrow. After 5 years, do you want to still change house every 4 months? No. So take a decision immediately. And you have mentioned small home with water and plantation facility. If it is available, take it. Otherwise, you cannot, based on your budget. Right? If I have a budget of 1 crore, I can select this is what I want, I can pick and choose. If I have a budget of 20 lakhs, I do not have pick and choose. So I do not know your exact budget, etc. So you must try to use your resources and in a proper way to come to a suitable solution. Don't fix on this is what I want. If you want to fix on this is only I want, then you must have money. If you do not have money, you must have that adjustment. So, and also please start Ishwar Upasana and Pranidhan. Slowly your problems will come down. Definitely will come down. This is all guaranteed by Paramatma. Paramatma says in the Vedas, Natasyama yaya cha na ripurishi tamartaya. Ripu means enemies. Most of the times enemies are internal, not external. I have fight with my neighbor, not because he is bad guy, because I am also behaving bad. Maybe he is really bad guy. Maybe he is a gunda fellow, maybe he is a criminal guy, but they will not trouble you unless you go in trouble or unless there is also chance. Many times the neighbor is silent, but you start something, then he comes and start attacking us. So we do not know. Ripu means enemies. Most of the time enemies are formed or created because of our own internal enemy, which is Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobha, Ahankar, high ego. High ego is the most important factor in our life for creating enemies outside. We have so much of ego. Arey usne aisa keh diya, usne aisa keh diya. So you must work on our own ego, our own Kam, Krodh, short-temperedness. I have stayed when I was in Chennai. I was young, so I have seen so many people doing jagada for small things. Even my father used to be a short-tempered person that time. I always see my father used to, of course, my father speaks with, in the dharma, with logic only. If somebody comes and speaks like My father used to be secretary. So my father started shouting. At that point of time, I do not know Vedas. I always think that my father is doing right things. He is shouting because it's logical that, he is speaking correctly only, that other guy is a foolish guy. But even in that case, if the other guy who is demanding something from you is unreasonable, then also you cannot shout. You cannot lose your calmness and coolness. So, slowly, this is like 40 years back. Maybe 35 years back, I'm telling. So it takes time. Slowly, life will teach you lesson. Then you will feel relaxed and lose your short-temperedness and lose your shortcomings, and then gain power, gain control with your own mind. So natasya mayacha. So please try to follow my channel on a daily basis. Start doing Agnihotra if possible. At least start with Gayatri Mantra Jap, 20 minutes morning, 20 minutes evening, Om Jap, and throughout the day, give your, Ishwar Pranidhan. Whatever karma you are doing, give it to Paramatma. And do the karma as per Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.